Did you know about Chad's vibrant Ngunu festival? This lively celebration takes place annually during harvest time, bringing the Gumbai community together to honor their ancestors and express gratitude for a bountiful harvest. Imagine witnessing colorful traditional dances with performers adorned in the stunning costumes that reflect the rich culture and history of the region. As the rhythmic beats of djembe drums fill the air, you can feel the energy of the crowd as they join in the festivities. Ancestral flames flicker throughout the event, symbolizing the connection between the living and those who came before. Music and song are woven into the fabric of the festival, with generations sharing stories and songs that echo the spirit of the community. This event is not just about celebration. It's a vital way for the Gumbai people to teach the younger generations about their rich cultural heritage, while fostering a strong sense of community. The Ngunu Festival is truly a feast for the senses and a beautiful testament to the resilience and vibrant spirit of Chad's people. Uncover the secrets of ancient writing. Did you know that cuneiform, created by the Sumerians over 5,000 years ago, is the world's oldest known writing system? Imagine a time when people didn't have pens or keyboards, yet they found a way to express their thoughts and record their experiences. Cuneiform was used to document everything from laws and trade transactions to epic stories and scientific ideas, making it a critical tool for advancing civilization. The Sumerians inscribed their symbols onto clay tablets using a stylus, which produced wedge-shaped marks, hence the name cuneiform, meaning wedge-shaped in Latin. This writing system didn't just serve a practical purpose. It was a cultural beacon that influenced numerous future civilizations. Because of cuneiform, we have a glimpse into the lives, beliefs, and innovations of the Sumerians, allowing us to understand how they shaped the world we live in today. It's fascinating to think that this ancient script laid the very foundation for written language across so many civilizations that followed. Did you know there's a giant among viruses? The Pandora virus, discovered in 2013, takes the spotlight as the largest virus known to science. What sets it apart is not just its size, but the fact that it can actually be seen under a standard microscope, unlike most viruses that are too tiny for our eyes to detect. Imagine spotting a virus without specialized equipment. This remarkable organism boasts a genome that's an astonishing 50 times larger than that of the flu virus. Think of it like comparing a hefty novel to a quick comic book. The Pandora virus has much more story to tell. Found in a water sample from a pond in Brazil, this giant virus opened up new discussions in the scientific community about what it means to be a virus. It's challenging our understanding of viral evolution and life forms. With its unique features and impressive size, the Pandora virus is not just a curiosity. It might help scientists unravel the mysteries of how viruses evolved and how they interact with other microscopic life forms. So the next time someone mentions a virus, remember there's a giant out there waiting to be explored. Is it really true that goldfish forget in 3 seconds? That's actually a myth. Despite what cartoons and common beliefs suggest, goldfish have surprisingly good long-term memory. Research shows they can retain information for up to 5 months. In labs, they've been trained to push levers for food, recognize shapes and colors, and even return at specific times for feeding, showing an internal clock at work. They also remember tank mates and human caregivers, learning to associate certain people with food. When put in mazes, goldfish can recall the path to rewards even weeks later. Far from being the forgetful fools of the fish world, these creatures have complex neural processes and a keen sense of curiosity. So the next time someone jokes about a goldfish's short attention span, you'll know the truth is far more fascinating. Why exactly does the Grand Canyon leave us in awe? This stunning natural wonder situated in Arizona offers a breathtaking view into Earth's geological history. Spanning over 277 miles, the Grand Canyon showcases layers of rock that tell stories from nearly 2 billion years of Earth's past. As you walk along the south rim, you can witness vibrant sunsets that paint the sky in shades of red and orange, making it a photographer's paradise. For those seeking a closer look, guided hikes provide fascinating insights into the unique formations and ancient fossils embedded in the walls of the canyon. But the adventure doesn't stop there. Soaring high above in a helicopter, you get a completely different perspective, revealing the true grandeur of this majestic landscape. The intricate patterns carved by the Colorado River over millions of years exhibit nature's art at its finest. Whether you're a nature lover, an adventurer, or a history buff, the Grand Canyon's layers and views promise to inspire and educate all who visit. What stories will you uncover on your journey? Believe it or not, but Michael Jackson had a surprising friendship. In the dazzling world of pop music, Michael Jackson, often hailed as the king of pop, had a unique bond with child actor Macaulay Culkin, famous for his role in the movie Home Alone. Their friendship blossomed in the 1990s when Culkin was a rising star. They spent countless hours together, bonding over their shared experiences of growing up in the spotlight. Despite their age difference, they found comfort in each other's company. Jackson even chose Culkin to be the godfather of two of his children, which is quite a significant honor. This special role illustrates the depth of their connection, as Jackson entrusted him with such an important responsibility. They often had fun adventures like trips to amusement parks, where Jackson could enjoy a sense of normalcy away from the public eye. Their friendship was a beautiful reminder that, even in the glitzy world of entertainment, genuine connections can flourish, showing that love and friendship can transcend age and fame. Hard to believe, but vultures are nature's cleanup crew. These remarkable birds have stomachs that are so acidic they can digest even the nastiest bacteria, such as anthrax and cholera. Picture this. While most animals steer clear of decaying carcasses out of fear of getting sick, vultures dive right in, feasting on what's left behind. This behavior not only keeps their bellies full, but also plays a crucial role in keeping ecosystems healthy. When vultures consume rotting food, they help prevent the spread of harmful diseases that could affect both wildlife and humans. It's like they have their own built-in hazardous waste disposal system. With their keen sense of sight, they can spot potential meals from high above, soaring gracefully in the sky while searching for their next meal. As they feast, they ensure that the environment remains clean and balanced, showcasing a bizarre yet essential part of nature's recycling process. So the next time you see a vulture, remember how vital these birds are to the ecosystem and think of them as nature's silent guardians. Can you imagine water doing this? At a special spot called the Triple Point, water can surprise us by existing in all three states, solid, liquid, and gas, at the same time. This magical moment happens under very specific conditions of temperature and pressure. Picture it: ice, water, and water vapor all coexisting peacefully in a single container. Scientists have fun with this phenomenon because it helps them calibrate thermometers and understand the properties of water better. The triple point of water occurs at just 0.01 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 657 pascals, making it an essential concept for researchers working with temperature-sensitive materials. Why is this important? Well, precise temperature measurements are crucial in everything from cooking to scientific experiments. So the next time you take a sip of your drink or watch ice melt in your glass, think about the fascinating behaviors of water. It's more than just our everyday companion. It's a science superstar with the ability to be solid, liquid, and gas all at once. Believe it or not, Hayes had a phone before most presidents. In 1878, Rutherford B. Hayes made history by becoming the first U.S. president to embrace the telephone, a groundbreaking invention at the time. It was a strange moment when someone asked for his phone number, and he humorously replied that there were only two telephones in existence, with one belonging to him. Can you imagine being a leader at a time when most people had never even heard a phone ring? The telephone, invented by Alexander Graham Bell just 2 years earlier, was still a new gadget, and its value wasn't fully realized yet. Hayes's use of the phone connected him directly with people, allowing him to communicate more efficiently than ever before. This innovative spirit defined his presidency as he encouraged modernization and progress across the nation. Today, we take our smartphones for granted, but without pioneers like Hayes, who dared to pick up that receiver when it rang, our communication landscape would look vastly different. So how did such a simple invention change the world? Can you imagine The Rock as a movie star? Before he became a household name in Hollywood, Dwayne Johnson was rocking the world of professional wrestling. Known as The Rock in WWE, he captivated audiences with his larger-than-life personality and electrifying performances in the ring. His charisma and charm made him a fan favorite, but he didn't stop there. After establishing himself as a wrestling icon, Dwayne decided to try his luck in acting. Surprisingly, he quickly found success on the big screen, showcasing his talent in films like The Scorpion King and Fast and Furious franchises. By 2018, he was not only a superstar, but also the highest-paid actor in the world, raking in an incredible $23 million for his role in the hit movie, Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. This meteoric rise from wrestling champ to movie mogul is a testament to his hard work and determination. Dwayne Johnson has proven that with passion and perseverance, you can pivot and thrive in different arenas, inspiring countless fans along the way. Did you know offices used to be so different? The action office system, created in the 1960s, really shook things up in how we think about office spaces. Before this revolution, offices were often lined with rigid cubicles, fostering isolation and limiting creativity. But the action office system introduced a flexible, open layout that encouraged people to interact and collaborate. Imagine desks that could be rearranged, community spaces for brainstorming, and the freedom to personalize your work area. This shift helped to break down barriers, allowing for more communication and innovation among coworkers. Such an environment boosted creativity and made work feel less like a chore and more like a community effort. Today, many modern offices, with their trendy lounges and communal workspaces, owe a great deal to this groundbreaking system. The way we work and collaborate has evolved significantly, all thanks to a push for a more dynamic and engaging office atmosphere. So next time you step into an office that's buzzing with energy, think back to how far we've come since that era of stiff, solitary cubicles. Ever heard of the fascinating Grenadier fish? These remarkable creatures are not just your average fish swimming around. They're a key player in the deep-sea ecosystem. Grenadiers, also known as macrorids, are bottom dwellers that thrive in the darkest parts of the ocean, often found at incredible depths of up to 6 kilometers. Can you imagine how it feels to live in such pitch-black water? These fish make up about 15% of the entire deep-sea population, showcasing how vital they are for maintaining the balance down there. With their elongated bodies and large eyes, grenadiers are perfectly adapted to survive where light doesn't penetrate and where the pressure is immense. They primarily feast on smaller fish and crustaceans, playing an essential role in the food web. As they glide gracefully along the ocean floor, these fascinating fish help recycle nutrients in the deep sea, proving that even the most secluded parts of our planet are teeming with life and complexity. So next time you think of the ocean, remember there's a hidden world beneath the waves, vibrant and full of surprises. Did you know Jills need a mate to stay healthy? Female ferrets, affectionately known as Jills, have a surprising and somewhat alarming health quirk. If they don't mate when they're in heat, they can actually suffer from something called estrogen toxicity. This condition can lead to severe health issues, particularly life-threatening anemia. You see, when a Jill goes into heat, her body experiences a surge in estrogen levels. If she doesn't mate, those levels stay high for too long, which is not good news for her red blood cells. Without intervention, this can lead to a dangerous drop in blood cell counts, meaning her body won't get the oxygen it needs. To avoid these serious health risks, responsible breeding practices and attentive veterinary care are critical. Ferret owners should be aware of these unique needs and make sure to provide their pets with the right environment. Whether that means breeding with a male ferret or seeking veterinary solutions to manage their hormonal cycles. It's all about keeping those Jills healthy and happy. Chocolate dreams come true in Hershey, Pennsylvania. In 1894, Milton Hershey took a leap that would forever change the world of sweets when he founded his chocolate company. But he didn't stop there. In 1907, he turned his vision into something even bigger by creating the town of Hershey as a model community for his factory workers. Picture this, a place where the streets are lined with tree-filled parks and the air carries a sweet cocoa scent. Hershey became a thriving center for chocolate production, reputed for its delicious confections, and it transformed into a vibrant tourist destination, attracting chocolate lovers from all over. Families flocked to Hershey to visit attractions like Hershey Park, where rides, chocolate-themed shows, and even tasty treats await. The town's charm lies not only in its rich, mouth-watering history, but also in Milton's dream of providing a fulfilling life for his workers. His spirit of community still lingers today, reminding us that happiness can sometimes be found in a sweet bite of chocolate. Let's dive into the truth about slave trades. Often we picture British ships braving the ocean, laden with human cargo from West Africa to America, but the reality is quite different. While it's true that the British involvement in the transatlantic slave trade is widely highlighted, it actually accounted for just a little over 6% of the total number of enslaved people transported across the Atlantic. The vast majority, around 90%, were sent to Spanish and Portuguese colonies in South America. Countries like Brazil and the Caribbean were massive destinations, where sugar plantations flourished and called for an insatiable labor force. This trade spanned centuries, and it significantly shaped the demographics and cultures of those regions. Additionally, the Portuguese were the pioneers of this trade, starting back in the 15th century. Their methods and networks paved the way for others to follow. Understanding this broader picture is essential to grasp the true impact of the transatlantic slave trade. Beyond just the British narrative, it invites us to appreciate the diverse histories and stories that have shaped the world we live in today. Why is psychological distress so hard to cope with? It's a question that many have pondered, especially those who have faced the depths of emotional turmoil. Psychological distress encompasses a range of feelings such as anxiety, sadness, and overwhelming stress, often leaving individuals feeling trapped and isolated. It can stem from numerous sources like traumatic events, chronic illness, or even societal pressures. Unlike physical pain that can be treated with medications or rest, the struggles of the mind often feel invisible, making it challenging for others to understand what someone is going through. This hidden nature can lead to feelings of shame or frustration, further complicating recovery. The weight of psychological distress can affect every aspect of life, from relationships to work performance, creating a cycle that is hard to break. The good news is that there are paths to healing. With support from friends, family, or mental health professionals, individuals can find strategies to cope and rise above their distress. It's essential to acknowledge these feelings and seek help, as talking about them can be the first step toward healing. Believe it or not, eagles can see for miles. Eagles possess some of the most powerful vision in the animal kingdom. Their eyes are so dense with photoreceptors, millions more than in human retinas, that they can spot a rabbit from 3 kilometers away. They also have 2 foveae per eye, giving them laser-sharp binocular vision and side vision at the same time. Eagles perceive a broader spectrum, including ultraviolet light, helping them track the urine trails of rodents invisible to us. When hunting, an eagle soars high, locks onto a target, and dives at over 150 km/h with precision so great it can strike within millimeters. Their vision is not only acute but dynamically adaptive, allowing them to instantly adjust focus between vast landscapes and close-up targets. These birds don't just fly, they aim with sniper precision in the sky. Prepare to be amazed by colorful trajineras in Xochimilco. These vibrant boats are an essential part of Mexico City's unique floating gardens, where people have been transporting goods and enjoying leisurely rides for centuries. The trajineras are not just any boats. They are beautifully crafted and often painted in eye-catching colors, featuring intricate designs that reflect the lively culture of the area. Originally used for moving crops and people through these canals, they have become a popular tourist attraction, offering a picturesque way to explore the rich history and natural beauty of Xochimilco. Visitors can hop aboard, enjoy traditional music, and even buy snacks from local vendors who paddle alongside them in smaller boats. These canals, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, are a haven for wildlife too, including various bird species that make the lush surroundings their home. So whether you're out for a fun day with friends or a romantic evening ride, a trip on a trajinera is an experience filled with color, culture, and charm that you won't forget. What's causing the mass exodus from major U.S. cities? Recent trends reveal a troubling shift as 77 out of 88 metropolitan areas in the U.S., each boasting over 250,000 residents, are experiencing slowed growth or outright population decline. Factors like high living costs, urban congestion, and a search for better quality of life are pushing people to seek greener pastures, often in suburban or rural locations. During the pandemic, remote work made it easier for many to leave bustling cities behind, prioritizing space and affordability instead. For instance, places like New York City and San Francisco saw significant outflows as residents relocated to areas where housing is more affordable and outdoor space is plentiful. This shift raises questions about the future of urban centers and their ability to recover. Will cities adapt to these changes, or will they continue to lose their appeal? As demographics change, understanding the reasons behind this exodus becomes essential for city planners and policymakers looking to revitalize urban life. Get ready to explore Ganvi, the Venice of Africa. This remarkable village in Benin floats elegantly on stilts above the shimmering waters of Lake Nkoe. Picture a vibrant community where the hustle and bustle of daily life is surrounded by stunning aquatic scenery. In Ganvi, the residents have ingeniously adapted to their unique environment, constructing homes high above the lake to protect against seasonal floods. Instead of cars and trucks, you'll find boats gliding through the canals, which serve as the village's main thoroughfares. Fishing is the heartbeat of this community. Families rise with the sun to cast their nets, relying on the lake's bounty for sustenance and income. As you stroll through the waterways, it's hard not to be captivated by the colorful wooden houses and the lively atmosphere filled with laughter and conversation. The stilted architecture is not just a practical solution, but a beautiful representation of how humans can harmonize with nature. Visiting Ganvi offers a glimpse into a world where life flows with the rhythm of the water, making it a truly unforgettable experience. Did you know that giraffes sleep for only minutes at a time? Despite their towering height and gentle nature, giraffes live under constant threat in the wild. As a result, they sleep very little, just 30 to 60 minutes per day, broken into brief naps lasting 5 to 10 minutes. Most of this sleep occurs while standing, thanks to a unique system of ligaments that locks their legs in place without muscle strain. Only in the safest conditions do giraffes lie down to enter REM sleep, curling their necks backward in a position that looks awkward but is surprisingly stable. Scientists believe this fragmented sleep pattern evolved as a defense mechanism, allowing giraffes to remain alert and flee quickly from predators. It's one of the shortest sleep durations in the animal kingdom, proving that vigilance often trumps rest when survival depends on it. Ever thought about Che Guevara's early life? Before he became a revolutionary icon in Cuba, Ernesto Che Guevara was just a bright medical student at the University of Buenos Aires. Born in Argentina, he had a passion for medicine and dreamt of helping the poor and less fortunate. During his time at university, Che immersed himself in his studies, but he also began to develop his strong social consciousness. His travels across South America on a motorcycle opened his eyes to the struggles faced by everyday people, which sparked a fire within him to fight against injustice. These experiences shaped his radical views and set the course for his future role as a key figure in the Cuban Revolution, alongside Fidel Castro. It's fascinating to think that the same man who would later lead a fight for the rights of the oppressed once spent his days poring over medical textbooks and dreaming of a different kind of life. Che's journey from student to revolutionary is a powerful reminder of how our experiences can redefine who we are. Did you know alkaline metals are super reactive? It's true. These elements, which include lithium, sodium, and potassium, are found in Group 1 of the periodic table and are known for having just one electron in their outer shell. This unique electron configuration is what makes them so eager to bond with other elements. Imagine them as the life of the party, always ready to team up, because they want to lose that one electron to achieve a more stable arrangement. They react vigorously, often with nonmetals like chlorine. For example, if you toss a sodium metal into water, you might see an explosive reaction that releases hydrogen gas and generates heat. This is why alkali metals are usually stored under oil, to keep them away from moisture and air, which could trigger those wild reactions. It's fascinating that these metals can be both incredibly useful in batteries or as salt, and potentially hazardous if mishandled. So whether you're mixing up your favorite sodium chloride or learning about the lithium ions powering your electronics, these metals are an electrifying part of our world. Believe it or not, an elephant's trunk is nature's Swiss Army knife. What looks like a long, flexible hose is actually one of the most advanced biological tools on Earth. An elephant's trunk is a muscular marvel composed of over 40,000 individual muscles and no bones, giving it the strength to lift logs and the finesse to pluck a single blade of grass. It serves as a snorkel when swimming, a trumpet for communication, and even a tool for delicate social gestures, like stroking another elephant's face. The tip alone is so sensitive and dexterous that it can unwrap a peanut or gently clean a baby's eyes. With a sense of smell far more powerful than a bloodhound's, the trunk can detect water sources kilometers away or sense danger on the wind. It is not just a nose, it's a multi-tool for survival, nurturing, and exploration. Evolution gave elephants a single appendage that replaces a dozen other body parts, and they use it like pros. Coffee lovers rejoice in Finland's fascinating coffee culture. Did you know that Finland leads the world in coffee consumption, with each person guzzling around 26 pounds a year? That's enough coffee to fill several giant mugs. The secret behind this impressive brew-loving reputation lies not just in the abundance of coffee shops, but also in a cherished social custom known as kahvihetki, or coffee break. These breaks are a delightful staple in the Finnish workday, providing a perfect excuse to pause, chat, and enjoy a warm cup of joe. The chilly Finnish climate probably plays a role in this love affair with coffee, as there's nothing quite like a hot beverage to warm you up when temperatures drop. Most Finns prefer their coffee black, and they generally enjoy lighter roasts, which highlight the coffee's unique flavors. So whether sipped during a cozy afternoon at home or shared with friends at the office, coffee is more than just a drink in Finland. It's a way of life. Join the Finns in this delicious tradition and enjoy a cup yourself. Ever heard a mysterious hum? Discover the Tao's hum. This strange and low-pitched sound has intrigued people around the world, and it's often compared to the distant rumble of a diesel engine. Most commonly reported in places like the USA, UK, and Northern Europe, this elusive noise has left many scratching their heads. It got its name from Taos, New Mexico, where residents first reported it in the 1990s. In 1997, Congress took it seriously enough to ask researchers to investigate what on earth could be causing it. Despite extensive efforts, including sound analysis and community surveys, the source of the hum has baffled experts and remains unsolved. Some theories suggest it could be environmental factors or even industrial noise, yet no conclusive answers have emerged. Residents have described the hum as disruptive, affecting sleep and daily life. So next time you find yourself in one of those quiet spots, listen closely. You might just catch a glimpse of the Tao's hum, one of the world's biggest auditory mysteries. Hard to believe, but Komodo monitors have venomous saliva. For decades, scientists believed the Komodo dragon killed through bacterial infections from its dirty mouth. But recent discoveries have revealed a far more terrifying truth. Komodos have venom glands in their jaws that release a cocktail of proteins that thin the blood, lower blood pressure, and cause shock. When a dragon bites, the toxins immediately enter the bloodstream, creating a slow death through internal bleeding and muscle breakdown. Their serrated teeth act like saws, tearing flesh and allowing the venom to flood in. This means even a short encounter can be fatal for prey, which often stumbles away before collapsing, only to be tracked down later by the Komodo's ultra-sensitive scent detection. These dragons aren't just brutal, they're chemically armed predators, blurring the line between reptile and venomous assassin. Believe it or not, Romans trusted poisoned wine. In ancient Rome, people had a fascinating belief that mixing wine with honey and various herbs could create an effective antidote to poison. This concoction, known as Mithridatium, became wildly popular across social classes, enjoyed by everyone from humble peasants to powerful emperors. The idea was that this magical mixture could ward off all sorts of toxins. The legend of King Mithridates, who supposedly took this potion daily, fueled the myth. Stories say that when an assassin tried to poison him, he survived, enhancing his reputation and the drink's popularity. This belief gave so many Romans a sense of security. They could unwind with their wine, thinking they were safe from harm. Imagine dining in ancient Rome, clinking glasses filled with wine, all while discussing politics or simply enjoying the night, completely unafraid of hidden poisons. It's intriguing to think about how a potion made of simple ingredients like honey and herbs made them feel invincible, right? Isn't it amazing how ancient practices shaped their views on health and safety? Ever wonder how DNA fits inside our cells? In each of our cells, there's a tiny but incredibly important structure called the nucleus. And in this nucleus, coiled neatly inside, is our DNA. Now here's the amazing part. The DNA molecules are tightly packed into spaces so small they're less than a micrometer wide. Imagine trying to stuff a long spaghetti noodle into a tiny jar. Pretty tricky, right? But our DNA isn't just any noodle. It's a long chain of genetic instructions that holds the secrets to what makes us who we are. To fit into this confined space, DNA coils around proteins called histones, forming a compact shape known as chromatin. This clever folding allows our cells to store vast amounts of genetic information in a tiny area, while still keeping it organized and easy to access when needed. When it's time for a cell to divide, or when it needs to make a specific protein, the DNA unwinds just like a spool of thread, allowing the cell to read the instructions. This fascinating process ensures that even though our genetic material is tightly packed, it's always ready to work its magic. Guess what record twin births just set? It turns out that the longest time between the births of twins is a whopping 87 days. This extraordinary case involved a set of twins born in different years, which certainly sounds like something out of a movie. In 2012, a mother in Ireland gave birth to her first twin, a girl named Amy, who arrived prematurely at just 25 weeks. Sadly, her twin brother, who was still developing in the womb, needed more time to grow and thrive. The doctors decided to wait before delivering him to ensure he was as healthy as possible. Finally, 87 days later, baby Finn was born, marking a unique milestone in the world of sibling births. Most twins come into the world within minutes of each other, making Finn's arrival feel like a magical twist of fate. Can you imagine being so far apart in age from your twin? This remarkable birth story not only highlights the wonders of modern medicine, but also showcases the incredible resilience of both mothers and their babies. Ever thought you could see the unseen universe? The astonishing truth is that most of the universe is completely invisible. Believe it or not, a mere 5% of the cosmos contains the ordinary matter we can see, like stars, planets, and even you and me. So what about the other 95%? Well, about 27% of the universe is made up of dark matter. This bizarre substance doesn't emit, absorb, or reflect light, which makes it totally undetectable by our telescopes. However, we know it's there because it has a gravitational pull that influences the movement of galaxies. Now hold on, because it gets even more mind-boggling. The remaining 68% is attributed to dark energy, an even more mysterious force that's driving the universe's rapid expansion. Scientists are still scratching their heads trying to figure out what dark energy actually is. Some think of it as a sort of anti-gravity, but truly understanding it is one of the biggest puzzles in modern astrophysics. So next time you look at the stars, remember that you're only seeing a tiny fraction of what's really out there. Did you know Beyonce's name has a special meaning? Beyoncé Giselle Knowles-Carter, one of the most celebrated music icons of our time, carries a beautiful piece of family history within her name. Her first name, Beyoncé, is actually a tribute to her mother, Tina Knowles' maiden name. This connection is a heartfelt nod to her family's roots and the legacy they've built together. The uniqueness of her name mirrors her own distinct style and artistry in the music industry, making it easy to recognize and remember. Growing up, Beyoncé was influenced by a mixture of music, dance, and performance, which led her to rise to fame as a member of Destiny's Child, before launching her powerhouse solo career. Her name isn't just a name, it's part of her personal story and a reminder of where she came from. With countless awards under her belt and a passion for empowering others, Beyoncé's journey from her mother's maiden name to a global superstar showcases the profound influence of heritage and personal identity in shaping incredible talents. Prepare to be amazed by the Bridge of Immortals. Huangshan, widely known as the Bridge of Immortals, is a breathtaking narrow bridge that hangs gracefully amidst the majestic yellow mountains of China. This stunning spot offers visitors an extraordinary experience where the views are nothing short of spectacular. As you step onto the bridge, you might catch yourself holding your breath as you gaze down at the rugged cliffs and lush valleys below. On clear days, the scenery is so mesmerizing that it feels like you're walking among the clouds, creating an ethereal atmosphere that's hard to beat. The region is famous for its unique granite peaks, twisted pine trees, and the seas of mist that often blanket the landscape, giving the mountains an otherworldly charm. Whether you're hiking up to this iconic bridge or simply soaking in the peaceful surroundings, Huangshan is a place where nature's beauty comes alive, and the tranquility of the mountains wraps around you like a warm embrace. If you're in search of adventure and stunning scenery, the Bridge of Immortals is a must-see. You'll leave with unforgettable memories and maybe a few spectacular photos to show off. Did you know anteaters eat a staggering 35,000 ants daily? These incredible creatures have a real knack for snacking on ants and termites, racking up impressive numbers in the insect-eating department. With their long snouts and sticky tongues, anteaters are perfectly designed for this culinary challenge. A simple flick of their tongues can go as fast as 160 times per minute, allowing them to scoop up the tiny critters as they dig into the ground or pry open decaying logs. Their sharp claws play a crucial role too, helping them break through tough bark and hard soil. While this might sound like a feast fit for a king, it's all part of their daily routine. The average anteater spends up to 12 hours each day hunting for food, tirelessly foraging as they roam through grasslands and forests. Imagine having to eat that many ants to energize your day. It's a fascinating reminder of nature's variety and how different species adapt to their habitats. Each bite, a tiny marvel in the grand ecosystem they play a role in. Ever wondered how much it costs to live in Singapore? If you're thinking about calling this beautiful island city-state home, you might want to prepare your wallet because living expenses here can run anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a month. This range covers essential needs like housing, food, transportation, and utilities, but it really depends on your lifestyle. For instance, if you're all about dining out at fancy restaurants and enjoying the vibrant nightlife, your expenses could soar higher. On the flip side, if you prefer cooking at home and using public transport, you might find ways to save a substantial amount. Housing is usually the biggest expense, especially if you're eyeing a place in the heart of the city. However, there are also affordable options in the suburbs. And don't forget about entertainment and leisure activities that add to your budget. So whether you're planning a short visit or a long-term stay, understanding the cost of living in Singapore will help you enjoy everything this amazing destination has to offer without breaking the bank. Wow! It turns out the bombarder beetle fights with chemistry. Among insects, few are as explosively clever as the bombarder beetle. When threatened, it doesn't flee, it fires. Inside its abdomen, it stores hydroquinone and hydrogen peroxide in separate chambers. When danger nears, enzymes mix these two chemicals, triggering an exothermic reaction that releases a jet of boiling, noxious fluid at nearly 100 degrees C. This chemical blast is ejected through a swiveling abdomen that allows the beetle to aim like a tiny flamethrower, defending itself from predators many times its size. The entire reaction completes in less than a second, accompanied by an audible pop that startles attackers. What's even more astonishing is the beetle's internal valve system, which pulses the blast in bursts to prevent self-injury. This is chemistry at its most aggressive, an insect-turned-walking lab reactor, capable of outsmarting predators with pure elemental force. Surprisingly, fireflies put on a nightly fireworks display. As dusk falls, forests and meadows transform into twinkling theaters, where fireflies orchestrate luminous performances. This glow is not magic. It's bioluminescence powered by luciferin, an enzyme called luciferase, and oxygen. The result is a chemical reaction that emits light with nearly 100% energy efficiency. No heat, just cold illumination. Each firefly species has its own flashing code, a precise rhythm used to attract mates or warn predators. In some tropical areas, thousands of males synchronize their flashes in perfect unison, forming glowing waves across treetops. Females respond to specific timing cues, selecting their mate based on the clarity and rhythm of his light show. Scientists study this phenomenon to create sustainable light sources and biosensors for detecting disease. In the tiny body of a firefly lies a secret to both natural beauty and cutting-edge technology. Did you know Vin Diesel loves Dungeons and Dragons? It's hard to picture the tough guy from action movies like Fast and Furious sitting around a table rolling dice. But that's exactly what he does. Vin Diesel isn't just a Hollywood superstar, he's a passionate gamer who has embraced the world of D&D for more than 2 decades. His love for the game started in his childhood and has flourished since then. In interviews, Diesel has shared stories about how playing Dungeons and Dragons helped shape his imagination and creativity. He's not just a casual player either. He dives deep into the role-playing experience, crafting characters and stories that thrill him and his friends. His enthusiasm for gaming even influenced his work, inspiring some of the roles he's taken on. So next time you see him in a high-octane action scene, remember, behind the muscle and grit, there's a devoted gamer who knows the magic of a good story and the adventure of teamwork, just like in a classic D&D campaign. Let's uncover the truth about Mount Everest. This towering giant, standing at a staggering 8,148 meters, is the highest peak on our planet and a true marvel of nature. Nestled in the majestic Himalayan range between Nepal and Tibet, Mount Everest draws adventurers from all corners of the globe. The journey to reach its base camp is a popular trekking route filled with breathtaking views where trekkers encounter Sherpa villages, vibrant local culture, and ancient Buddhist monasteries. Along the way, the awe-inspiring vistas make every step worthwhile. For those seeking a different perspective, scenic helicopter rides provide an up-close look at Everest's towering frozen walls, showcasing its sheer grandeur. Standing at the foot of this colossal mountain, you can almost feel its power and history. Whether you're an experienced climber or just yearning for natural beauty, the allure of Mount Everest is hard to resist. Are you ready to explore the wonders of this extraordinary peak? You won't believe Norway's breathtaking natural wonders. Did you know that Norway is home to some of the most stunning scenery on Earth, particularly its famous fjords? These incredible natural formations are long arms of the sea, beautifully nestled between towering mountains that seem to touch the sky. The crown jewel is the Sognefjord, which holds the title of the world's longest fjord, stretching an astonishing 124 miles. Imagine cruising through its azure waters, surrounded by steep cliffs and lush greenery. This striking landscape not only captivates visitors, but it's also a haven for wildlife, including seals, porpoises, and various bird species. Travelers can explore small villages perched on the shores, experience kayaking in the tranquil waters, or simply enjoy breathtaking hikes along the cliffs that reveal jaw-dropping views at every turn. The blend of dramatic landforms and serene waters creates a unique atmosphere that draws millions each year. Whether you're an adventurer at heart or simply love soaking in nature's beauty, Norway's fjords promise an unforgettable experience. Did you know goats have amazing rectangular pupils? Goats are fascinating creatures, and their unique eyes help them stand out in the animal kingdom. Their pupils are shaped like rectangles rather than the usual round shape we see in most mammals. This unusual shape allows them to have an incredible field of vision, stretching between 320 to 340 degrees. Imagine being able to see almost everything around you without even turning your head. This remarkable trait is especially handy for spotting predators, allowing goats to stay alert in their mountainous habitats. Plus, their eyes are adapted to see well in both bright light and dim conditions, helping them navigate rocky terrains even during twilight. While it may seem strange at first, these quirky eyes are perfectly suited for the challenges goats face in the wild. So the next time you see a goat, take a moment to appreciate their incredible eyesight and how it helps them thrive in their environment. Ever wonder where Chad got its name? The country of Chad is actually named after Lake Chad, a major body of water that has drawn people to its shores for centuries. The name Chad comes from the Kanuri word sada, which means a large expanse of water. This connection is quite fitting, as Lake Chad has historically been one of the largest lakes in Africa, providing vital resources for nearby communities. When European explorers arrived during the colonization period, they adapted this local name for the country, forever linking its identity to this significant lake. The lake, however, has faced considerable challenges over the years, shrinking dramatically due to climate change and water diversion projects. Today, it serves not only as a crucial source of livelihood for millions of people, but also as a reminder of how names can carry deep cultural and geographical significance. So the next time you think of Chad, remember that its name is a tribute to the vast waters that have shaped the lives of its people. Prepare to be amazed by the Navy's ice carrier idea. During World War II, the U.S. Navy actually explored the wild concept of constructing an aircraft carrier made entirely of ice. Yes, you read that right. Ice. This bold idea sparked the imaginations of engineers and military planners who believed that utilizing ice could offer a lightweight and stealthy platform for launching aircraft. The plan was to create a massive floating structure that could potentially evade enemy radar. However, despite the intriguing possibilities, the project faced significant hurdles, particularly in refrigeration. Keeping such an enormous structure frozen and operational in harsh maritime conditions proved to be a daunting task that modern technology at the time couldn't overcome. Eventually, the idea was shelved, and conventional materials were used for aircraft carriers instead. This fascinating chapter in military history reminds us that innovation often leads to unexpected paths and ideas that push the boundaries of what's possible. Can you imagine a fleet of ice carriers sailing the seas? Did you know the first bird was discovered in Germany? This remarkable creature, known as Archaeopteryx, is often celebrated as the earliest bird in history, dating back to the Jurassic period. Fossils of Archaeopteryx provide astonishing insights into the evolution of birds from their dinosaur ancestors. The first feather was found in 1861 in a small limestone quarry in Solnhofen, Germany, a place famous for preserving delicate fossils. These fossils show that Archaeopteryx had feathers similar to those of modern birds, granting it the ability to glide and perhaps even flap its wings. This discovery blew the scientific community away, as it helped bridge the gap between reptiles and birds, supporting Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. The limestone in Solnhofen created ideal conditions for fossil preservation, capturing intricate details of this tiny creature, which was about the size of a crow. Just imagine a small, feathered dinosaur flitting through the trees millions of years ago, a living link to the world we know today. Archaeopteryx remains a symbol of evolution's amazing journey, illustrating how life continues to adapt and evolve. Have you tasted the magic of Sri Lankan tea? Sri Lanka is not just an island paradise, it's a tea lover's dream. This beautiful country is the world's leading exporter of tea, and when you think of delicious brews, the name Ceylon tea comes to mind immediately. The lush green tea estates tucked away in the hills of Nawara, Elia, Ella, and Kandy are famous for producing some of the finest teas globally, celebrated for their rich flavors and unique aromas. Picture rows of meticulously plucked tea leaves against a backdrop of misty mountains. That's where the magic begins. However, it's interesting to note that while tea is king, coffee has carved out its own niche, especially among the younger crowd in bustling urban areas like Colombo. Cafes overflowing with aromatic coffee now buzz with life as millennials sip on artisanal brews, blending tradition with modern taste. This delightful coexistence of tea and coffee culture showcases Sri Lanka's diverse palate, making it a vibrant spot for both tea aficionados and coffee enthusiasts alike. It may seem incredible, But the pufferfish transforms into a living landmine. Small, slow, and seemingly harmless, the pufferfish is actually a master of sudden transformation. When threatened, it gulps water, or air, and inflates to several times its normal size, turning into a round, spiky orb that's difficult to bite or swallow. Its skin is embedded with spines, and many species contain tetrodotoxin, one of the most lethal natural poisons, with no known antidote. A tiny amount can kill predators or humans, and the toxin is concentrated in the liver, ovaries, and skin. Despite its toxicity, pufferfish are a delicacy in Japan, fugu, requiring highly trained chefs. Scientists are now exploring the fish's inflation mechanism, flexible internal chambers, muscular valves, and rapid water intake, as models for expandable biomaterials. This unassuming creature proves that sometimes the best defense is sudden, overwhelming surprise. Did you know about Slovenia's breathtaking blood castle? Perched dramatically on a steep cliff high above Lake Bled, Blood Castle is not just a fortress, it's a stunning piece of history. Believed to be the oldest castle in Slovenia, it offers visitors an incredible glimpse into the past as well as some of the most mesmerizing views around. A short hike up to the castle rewards you with panoramic sights of the shimmering lake below, the charming island right at its center, and the majestic Julian Alps stretching far into the distance. Imagine standing there, feeling the fresh mountain air while soaking in the beauty of nature and centuries of history all around you. The castle itself has a rich story filled with tales of knights and nobles, making it an intriguing stop for history lovers and adventurers alike. So whether you're hiking for fitness, taking photos for memories, or just enjoying the scenery, Blood Castle is a must-see when you find yourself in Slovenia. Don't miss out on this unique experience that captures both the natural and historical essence of the region. Ever thought pets could witness your wedding? Well, in certain places across the United States, this adorable scenario is actually a legal reality. Imagine your beloved dog or cat standing proudly by your side on your special day, signing their name, well, a paw print actually, on your marriage license. Some states allow pets to be included in the wedding ceremony, acknowledging their role as cherished family members. This playful custom adds a personal and whimsical touch to the celebration, making it a day filled with love not just between partners, but also for furry companions. Many couples choose to incorporate their pets into the festivities, showing how much they mean to the family dynamic. From leash arrangements to specially tailored outfits, weddings are becoming even more inclusive for our four-legged friends. Plus, it makes for some heartwarming photo opportunities. Imagine capturing the moment your pup adorably puts their paw on a personalized canvas as a keepsake. So when it comes to saying "I do," consider inviting your pets to join the fun. They might just steal the show. Here's a wild fact about Jenga blocks. Did you know that each Jenga block is not exactly the same? While they might look identical at first glance, these wooden blocks actually have slight variations in size and weight. This little quirk adds an extra layer of unpredictability to the game. Imagine you're carefully pulling a block from the tower, trying to keep it steady while your friends gaze at you with bated breath. You might think you've got the perfect piece, but these tiny differences can make a block feel heavier or lighter than expected, challenging your balance and strategy. It's like every game has its own personality based on the blocks you're using. It's this unique characteristic that can turn a simple game into an exciting test of skill and nerve. After all, one tiny miscalculation could lead to a spectacular tumble of blocks. So next time you play, remember, it's not just about steady hands, it's about embracing the unpredictable nature of those quirky Jenga blocks. Believe it or not, magnets have a melting point. When you think of magnets, you might picture the way they stick to your fridge or hold your favorite photos in place, but there's more to these nifty devices than meets the eye. Magnets are made up of tiny regions called magnetic domains, which are like mini magnets themselves. When all these domains are aligned, the magnet works perfectly. However, heat is a game changer. If you heat a magnet beyond a specific temperature, known as the Curie temperature, it begins to lose that wonderful magnetic power. The heat causes the magnetic domains to get all chaotic and misaligned, essentially scrambling the magnetic order inside the material. Depending on the type of magnet, this temperature can range from around 580 to 1000 degrees Celsius. So while it's easy to take magnets for granted, they have their limits, just like we do. Next time you're cooking up a storm, remember that with just enough heat, even the strongest magnet could lose its grip. Did you know ancient Romans mastered 3 key skills? In ancient Rome, education for the elite wasn't just about reading and writing. It revolved around 3 essential arts: grammar, rhetoric, and logic. Grammar was all about mastering language, helping students understand how to communicate clearly and effectively. Imagine learning to construct sentences that make people sit up and pay attention. Then there was rhetoric, the art of persuasion, which taught them how to sway opinions and win arguments through powerful speeches. This skill was crucial because public speaking was a big part of Roman life, especially in politics and law. And let's not forget logic, the study of reasoning. It trained minds to think critically, analyze arguments, and spot flaws in reasoning. Together, these 3 arts formed a foundation for educated Romans, allowing them to be influential leaders, persuasive speakers, and sharp thinkers. It's fascinating how these skills laid the groundwork for modern education and are still relevant today. So next time you write or debate, remember you're continuing a tradition that goes back to the heart of ancient Rome. Sometimes it seems unbelievable, but the Cheetah is nature's built-in racing car. From 0 to 97 km/h in just 3 seconds, cheetahs are the ultimate sprinters. Every part of their anatomy is built for speed. A lightweight frame, ultra-flexible spine that acts like a coiled spring, long limbs with powerful muscles, and semi-retractable claws for traction. Enlarged nostrils, lungs, and adrenal systems ensure maximum oxygen delivery during the chase. But this speed comes at a cost. Cheetahs can only sustain full sprints for about 20-30 seconds before their muscles overheat. That brief window is usually all they need to catch a gazelle with pinpoint turning agility, aided by a long tail that acts as a rudder. After the chase, they pant heavily and rest for up to an hour. Built like a race car with the reflexes of a gymnast, the cheetah is evolution's tribute to high-performance hunting. Ever seen a drone help whales breathe? It may sound futuristic, but this innovative technology is now a reality. Scientists are using drones to track whales in a totally non-invasive way. Traditionally, fitting whales with tracking devices could be stressful for the animals, often involving boats and nets that could disturb them. But with drones, researchers can drop lightweight tracking devices equipped with suction cups right onto the backs of these magnificent creatures when they come up for air. This method ensures that the whales are not harmed or stressed, making it easier for scientists to monitor their movements, health, and even their social interactions. This groundbreaking technique not only offers a better way to study these majestic animals, but also encourages the protection of their habitats by providing critical data. As we learn more about how whales live and migrate, conservation efforts can be more effectively directed, ensuring these giants of the ocean continue to thrive. So next time you think about whales, imagine their underwater journey being safely monitored from above by a friendly drone. Have you heard about the scorpion beetle's secret weapon? This fascinating little insect brings a whole new meaning to the word armed. The scorpion beetle, native to parts of Central and South America, has a remarkable ability. It can inject toxins through its antennae. While most insects rely on their mandibles or stingers for defense, the scorpion beetle uses its long, flexible antennae in a unique way. When threatened, it can release a chemical cocktail that acts as a deterrent against predators. This toxin is not just for show. It can incapacitate or even harm creatures that try to make a meal out of this beetle. What's even more intriguing is how the scorpion beetle manages this. Its antennae contain specialized glands that produce the toxin. So the next time you see a scorpion beetle, remember that this tiny creature holds a powerful secret right at the tips of its feelers. In a world where survival often depends on clever adaptations, the scorpion beetle stands out as a true master of defense. What if I told you continents were once connected? Just a slim 2.4 miles or 3.8 kilometers across the Bering Strait, you can find the narrowest gap between Asia and North America. This might sound surprising, but during the last ice age, this icy stretch wasn't just water, it formed part of a land bridge called Beringia. Imagine a world where our modern continents were linked by this vast expanse of land, allowing ancient humans and wildlife to easily walk from one side to the other. This migration route teemed with life, making it a vital passage for animal species and early human ancestors. As the climate warmed and the ice melted, Beringia gradually disappeared beneath the waves, leaving behind a remarkable tale of how continents and species moved and adapted. Now, what remains is a chilly expanse of water separating two incredibly diverse regions, rich in history and stories of connection. So next time you think of the Bering Strait, remember it's more than just water. It's a reminder of how connected our world once was. Surprising fact about your thumbs you didn't know. Did you know each of your thumbs has its very own pulse? That's right. Thanks to a blood vessel called the radial artery, which runs along the thumb side of your wrist, each thumb gets its specific blood supply. This artery plays a crucial role in delivering oxygen-rich blood, helping your thumb function properly and stay healthy. Because of this unique setup, you can actually measure your pulse on your thumb. If you press down just right, you might feel that gentle thump, reminding you that even your smallest digits are packed with life. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies work in such intricate ways? This little artery helps not just in keeping your thumbs moving with grace, whether you're texting, playing an instrument, or crafting, but it also shows how every part of you, no matter how small, is important. So next time you think about your hands, remember that those thumbs are not just for giving a thumbs up, they have their own heartbeat too. Ever seen prairie dogs greet each other like this? It's fascinating to watch these social little creatures engage in their unique form of communication. When prairie dogs meet, they don't shake hands or wave hello. Instead, they nuzzle their snouts together and share a good sniff, almost like a little kiss. This charming behavior helps them recognize each other and strengthen their bonds within their tightly knit colonies. Prairie dogs live in large communities called towns, where they rely on teamwork to stay safe from predators. By greeting each other in this affectionate way, they maintain their social structure and keep their relationships strong. Each sniff can convey a wealth of information, who's who in the colony, their health, and even their mood. So next time you spot these lively little rodents, take a moment to appreciate their unique way of saying hello. Their adorable behavior not only warms hearts, but also illustrates the importance of social interactions among animals, just like us. Why is Switzerland the world's peacekeeper? Switzerland has earned a reputation as a neutral ground, a country famously untouched by wars for over 2 centuries. This neutrality isn't just a passive stance. It's actively woven into the fabric of Swiss identity. Nestled in the heart of Europe, Switzerland hosts numerous international organizations, most notably the International Red Cross and the World Health Organization. These organizations chose Switzerland for its stability, political neutrality, and a unique culture of diplomacy. The International Red Cross, founded in Geneva in 1863, embodies the spirit of humanitarian aid, providing assistance to those in need during conflicts and disasters. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization plays a crucial role in global health, working tirelessly to combat pandemics and improve healthcare worldwide. Being the hub for such vital institutions allows Switzerland to play a pivotal role in global diplomacy and development, acting as a facilitator for dialogue among nations. So when you think of Switzerland, it's more than just chocolate and mountains. It's also about its unwavering commitment to fostering peace and collaboration across the globe. Prepare to be amazed by the Great Pyramids of Egypt. These monumental structures are the last of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still standing, and they really are a testament to human ingenuity. Built over 4,500 years ago, the Great Pyramids were constructed using around 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing up to 2.5 tons each. Imagine moving those heavy blocks without the machinery we have today. Historians and archaeologists are still puzzling over how the ancient Egyptians managed this incredible feat. They used a combination of ramps, levers, and sheer manpower, although some theories suggest they also utilized water lubrication to slide the blocks more easily. These massive tombs were designed to showcase the power and beliefs of pharaohs, aligning perfectly with the stars and the compass. What's also fascinating is how the pyramids continue to reveal secrets through ongoing research. From hidden chambers to innovative construction techniques, each discovery offers a glimpse into the lives of the people who built them and their remarkable achievements. So the next time you gaze at a picture of these ancient giants, remember, they are more than just stones. They hold the history of a civilization that continues to inspire awe. Did you know about the towering wax palms of Colombia? These incredible trees, known as the wax palm, are the tallest in South America and can soar to heights of up to 200 feet. Found mainly in the stunning Cocora Valley, these palms are not just remarkable for their height. They are Colombia's national tree and a true symbol of the country's biodiversity. Imagine standing in a lush green valley surrounded by misty mountains and a sea of slender, towering palms reaching toward the sky. The wax palm thrives in a unique ecosystem that features cool, rainy climates and rich soil, making it a perfect spot for these magnificent giants to flourish. The trees play a crucial role in their environment, providing homes for various bird species and contributing to the local ecosystem's health. Sadly, the wax palm is classified as near threatened due to habitat loss and climate change. Thankfully, conservation efforts are underway to protect these beautiful trees and their habitats, ensuring that future generations can marvel at the breathtaking sight of wax palms dancing in the wind. Have you ever heard of the naked mole rat revolution? These quirky little creatures, known for their lack of fur and wrinkled skin, live in fascinating underground colonies led by a queen. Just like bees and ants, naked mole rats have a highly organized social structure where only the queen breeds, while the rest of the colony takes on different roles, from workers to soldiers. Their unique lifestyle contributes to their impressive longevity, allowing them to live up to 30 years, much longer than most other rodents. Even more astonishing is their remarkable resistance to cancer, which has intrigued scientists who study their genetics. In their dark, burrowed homes in East Africa, they thrive in a cooperative environment, nurturing their young and foraging for food, primarily tubers, together. This incredible teamwork and unusual hierarchy make them a standout species in the animal kingdom, showcasing how life can thrive in the harshest of conditions and challenging our understanding of social behavior in the wild. So, next time you hear about naked mole rats, remember they're not just odd, they're a marvel of nature. Have you ever considered how far we walk in life? On average, a person walks about 185,000 kilometers in their lifetime, which is like making the journey around the Earth at the equator roughly 5 times. It's mind-blowing to think about all those steps we take, just living our daily lives. From strolling to work, chasing after pets, or simply wandering through parks, each step adds up. Imagine those long walks to school as a kid, or the evening jaunts you take to unwind. Every footfall contributes to our health, connects us to our surroundings, and even sparks creativity. Besides, walking isn't just good exercise. It's also a chance to clear our minds. Plus, when you're walking, you're using your body's own technology, your legs and feet. It's fascinating how our feet are designed for movement and support, helping us navigate different terrains and adventures. So the next time you lace up your shoes, just think of the epic journey you're on and the countless stories unfolding with every step. Thinking about moving to Singapore? Here's what to know. Relocating to Singapore can feel like a thrilling adventure, but it requires careful financial planning and some diligent research. Known for its stunning skyline and vibrant culture, Singapore is also notorious for its high cost of living. From housing to groceries, everyday expenses can add up quickly. Before making a move, it's crucial to dive into the details, like understanding the local rental market and budgeting for utilities. Are you ready to pay a premium for that perfect apartment? Additionally, familiarizing yourself with healthcare costs and transportation fares can help paint a clearer picture of monthly expenses. It's not just about the fun of exploring the little red dot. You'll want to ensure your wallet can handle the excitement. Finding a job can also help offset some costs, so researching potential employment opportunities is essential. By planning ahead, you can create a realistic budget that suits your lifestyle in this bustling city, making your transition smoother and more enjoyable. Here's a wild fact about ancient music. The oldest known musical instrument is a flute, and it has a fascinating tale that dates back around 35,000 years. Discovered in a remote cave in Germany, this remarkable flute was carved from the bone of a bird, showcasing just how long humans have been creating melodies. Imagine a time when our ancestors roamed the earth, not just surviving, but also expressing themselves through music. This particular flute is part of a group of prehistoric artifacts that tell us about the creativity and culture of early humans. They didn't just rely on sounds from nature, they actively crafted instruments to create their own tunes. Research suggests that making music may have played a role in social bonding among ancient groups, emphasizing the universal human desire to connect through shared experiences. So the next time you hear a song, remember that the music you enjoy today has roots that stretch back deep into our shared history, echoing through time as a powerful form of expression. Did you know Istanbul straddles 2 continents? It's true. Istanbul, the vibrant heart of Turkey, is a unique city that spans both Europe and Asia. Separated by the famous Bosphorus Strait, this incredible location offers a breathtaking blend of cultures, histories, and landscapes. On the European side, you'll find bustling neighborhoods filled with cafes, shops, and historic landmarks like the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. Cross over to the Asian side, and the atmosphere shifts to a more laid-back vibe, with beautiful parks, markets, and stunning views of the city skyline. Because of its unique position, Istanbul acts as a bridge, connecting not just 2 continents, but also 2 very different worlds. This city has been a crossroads for trade, art, and culture for centuries, attracting travelers and traders from all over. So whether you're sipping Turkish tea by the Bosphorus or exploring ancient palaces, Istanbul truly offers the best of both worlds, making it a must-visit destination for anyone looking to experience a rich tapestry of life. Have you ever wondered why meerkats post lookouts? In the scorching deserts of southern Africa, meerkats thrive through exceptional teamwork. One of their most striking behaviors is the use of sentinels, individuals that stand guard while others forage. From elevated perches like rocks or termite mounds, the sentry scans for threats, predators such as jackals, snakes, or hawks. If danger approaches, the lookout emits specific alarm calls that vary in pitch and rhythm, depending on the type and urgency of the threat. These alarm signals prompt the rest of the group to dive into burrows or freeze in place. Roles rotate every 10-15 minutes to prevent fatigue and ensure fairness. This system is so precise it has been likened to a military watch shift. In San folklore, meerkats are symbols of vigilance and community, embodying survival through unity. Their complex social structure rivals that of primates and offers profound insight into cooperative evolution. Have you ever wondered why cities feel emptier now? As the cost of living skyrockets, many people with the means to relocate are choosing to leave expensive urban areas. Cities like San Francisco and New York, once bustling with life, are seeing a noticeable decrease in population as residents seek more affordable living options elsewhere. This migration creates a challenging scenario for those who remain behind, often individuals with lower incomes or families who can't afford the rising rents. As wealthier residents depart, local economies suffer from reduced consumer spending, which can lead to cuts in essential services and social programs. This creates a ripple effect, putting financial strain on the communities left behind. With fewer contributions to local taxes, vital resources for schools, healthcare, and public transportation can dwindle, making life even harder for those who have stayed. The questions we face are critical. How can we balance urban living and affordability? What solutions can help support residents who are unable to move? Ever thought losing weight could earn you gold? In a truly unique and creative approach to promoting health and wellness, the Dubai government initiated a remarkable program called Your Weight in Gold. Imagine shedding those extra pounds and being rewarded with gold. That's exactly what this initiative offered. Residents who signed up for the program received a stunning 1 to 2 grams of gold for every kilogram they managed to lose. But it didn't stop there. If someone managed to lose a whopping 10 kilograms, they would receive a gold bar. This program immense excitement and participation among the community, blending fitness with a shiny incentive that caught everyone's attention. It's not just about getting fit. It's about turning health goals into golden opportunities. By intertwining weight loss with such a valuable reward, Dubai not only encouraged its citizens to take charge of their health, but also brought a touch of bling to the often challenging journey of weight loss. Who would have thought that a little bit of gold could be such a powerful motivator? What if everything you knew about Greenland was marketing? When Eric the Red was exiled from Iceland in the late 10th century for committing murder, he sailed west and discovered a vast icy island. Knowing settlers wouldn't be excited by endless snow, he named it Greenland, to make it sound lush and appealing. This wasn't a mistake, but a calculated piece of Viking-airy real estate branding. The southern tip of Greenland, where he landed, does have green valleys in summer, but over 80% of the island is covered by a massive ice sheet. Still, the name sparked curiosity and drew colonists across the sea. It worked so well that Norse settlements thrived there for centuries. The name outlived the colonies, embedding itself in maps and minds worldwide. In truth, Greenland's name is more fantasy than fact. Proof that words can reshape perception just as powerfully as swords or sails. You won't believe what this red paint actually means. That red coating on ship hulls? It's not just a stylistic tradition. It's a centuries-old solution to a serious problem. In the age of wooden ships, barnacles, algae, and marine worms would attach to the underside of vessels, slowing them down and damaging the hull. Sailors discovered that copper, toxic to such organisms, could keep ships clean. The copper paint had a distinct reddish tint, and soon red hulls became a global standard. Even with modern ships made of steel and high-tech anti-fouling coatings, red remains the dominant color below the waterline. It's a nod to function over fashion. Red paint saves fuel, improves speed, and reduces maintenance. What looks like a design choice is actually one of the most practical, enduring innovations in maritime history. This might surprise you. Route 66 is full of wonders. This iconic highway, often called the Main Street of America, stretches over 2,400 miles and offers a truly unique road trip experience. As you drive along, you'll encounter quirky attractions like the Cadillac Ranch in Texas, where 10 classic Cadillacs are artfully buried nose first in the ground, an unforgettable sight for any traveler. Then there's the famous Blue Whale in Oklahoma, a giant sculpture that invites visitors to take pictures and explore its cool waters. But it's not just the oddities that make Route 66 special. Stunning landscapes also create a breathtaking backdrop. Just imagine marveling at the Grand Canyon's vast beauty, which offers jaw-dropping views and exhilarating hiking opportunities. Whether you stop to snap a photo with the Cadillac Ranch or take in the canyon's grandeur, the journey along Route 66 is a blend of history, art, and nature. So what are you waiting for? Hit the road and experience it for yourself. Just imagine if penicillin had been tested on the wrong animal. In 1929, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, but its path to becoming the miracle drug of the 20th century almost ended in disaster. Scientists had to test it for safety, and the original plan was to use guinea pigs. But guinea pigs react badly to penicillin. It's toxic to their unique gut flora. Fortunately, researchers chose to test on mice and rabbits instead, which tolerated it well. Had they used guinea pigs, penicillin might have been discarded as dangerous. That twist of fate changed medical history. Penicillin saved millions during World War II and launched the antibiotic era. The wrong test subject could have cost the world decades of progress and countless lives. This moment is a powerful reminder that scientific breakthroughs often hinge on decisions that seem small, but prove monumental. What if I told you armadillos have leprosy? It might sound surprising, but these unique little creatures are the only mammals known to naturally contract and harbor the bacteria that cause leprosy, scientifically called Mycobacterium leprae. Armadillos, especially the nine-banded variety, have this peculiar connection to the disease due to their low body temperature, which the bacteria prefer. This means that while leprosy is rare in humans today, armadillos can serve as reservoirs for the bacteria in the environment. Researchers have discovered that around 20% of armadillos in certain regions of the southern United States may carry leprosy. This is a fascinating twist in the animal world, as leprosy is often thought of as a disease that only affected humans historically. While the risk of transmission to humans is quite low, it's a reminder of how intricately linked we are to the animal kingdom, and how certain species can help us better understand diseases. Just one more reason to appreciate these hardy little critters that often roam our backyards. Have you ever stopped to think that computers were women? Before machines took over, computers were people, often women, who manually calculated everything from artillery trajectories to satellite orbits. In the 1940s and 50s, NASA's space missions relied on these brilliant women to crunch the math by hand. Katherine Johnson, a black mathematician at NASA, calculated flight paths that sent John Glenn into orbit and helped land Apollo 11 on the moon. These women worked tirelessly, often underpaid and invisible, solving equations that no computer could yet handle. Their legacy was long overlooked, but now it's recognized as the backbone of space exploration. Their brains launched rockets, and their courage launched change in science, gender roles, and history. They weren't just part of the space race, they were the engines behind it. Ever wondered about Africa's population powerhouse? Nigeria stands tall as the most populous nation on the continent, boasting a staggering population of 223 million people as of 2023. That's over 16% of Africa's entire population, which is incredible when you think about it. This bustling country is filled with diverse cultures, languages, and traditions that all contribute to its vibrant identity. Experts predict that by 2050, Nigeria's population could eclipse 400 million, which would not only make it one of the top countries by population, but could also see it surpass the United States, landing in the third spot globally. Imagine the rich tapestry of life that comes with such numbers, from the lively markets of Lagos to the serene landscapes of the north. However, along with this rapid growth come challenges, including the need for improved infrastructure, education, and healthcare to support such a large community. Nigeria's journey in navigating its population boom will surely be fascinating to watch as the country embraces its place in the world. Prepare to be amazed by Cairo's rich history. Did you know that Cairo is not just the bustling capital of Egypt, but also the most populous city in Africa, with around 20 million people calling it home? This vibrant metropolis is a melting pot of cultures, traditions, and stories that stretch back over 4,000 years. Founded near the ancient city of Memphis, Cairo has been a significant hub for civilizations throughout history. The city is famous for its stunning landmarks, such as the pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx, which remind us of the incredible civilization of the ancient Egyptians. But Cairo is more than just history. It's a lively modern city filled with bustling markets, delicious street food, and a rich tapestry of daily life. Wander through the narrow streets of the Khan el-Khalili Bazaar, or enjoy a traditional cup of tea while overlooking the Nile River. Cairo's blend of ancient wonders and modern-day vibrancy creates a unique atmosphere that beckons visitors from all over the globe. Whether you're fascinated by history or simply looking for new experiences, Cairo has something for everyone. Did you know Pink Floyd has a bluesy origin story? The legendary band Pink Floyd, known for their psychedelic sounds and elaborate live shows, actually took their name from two lesser-known blues musicians, Pink Anderson and Floyd Council. In the early 1960s, the band's founding members, Syd Barrett, Roger Waters, and Nick Mason, were exploring various musical influences, including the rich world of blues. They stumbled upon Anderson and Council, both of whom made significant contributions to the blues genre. Inspired by their names, Barrett decided to combine elements of both, creating the iconic name we know today. The band was originally called the Architectural Abdabs, but switched to Pink Floyd as they began to gain traction. Their unique sound, characterized by haunting melodies and deep lyrical themes, would catapult them into rock history. Interestingly, while their music strayed far from traditional blues, the roots of their inspiration show how diverse influences can lead to groundbreaking art. Just think about it. A simple nod to two blues artists helped light the fire for one of the biggest rock bands ever. Have you ever wondered about Greek superstitions? Superstitions play a vibrant role in Greek culture, blending tradition with a sprinkle of magic and belief. One of the most famous emblems of Greek superstition is the Nazar amulet, a striking blue eye that many believe protects against the evil eye, a curse thought to be cast by someone's envy or malice. You'll often see it hanging in homes, on jewelry, or even in cars to ward off any negativity. Greeks also have a unique way of decorating their houses. Many paint their domed roofs blue. This isn't just for aesthetics, it's believed to reflect the sky's colors, creating a protective barrier against evil spirits. In Greece, these traditions are cherished and passed down through generations, showing how deeply rooted these beliefs are in everyday life. Whether it's glancing at a Nazar for good luck or choosing blue paint because of its calming properties, these practices create a sense of community and cultural identity that people hold dear. So next time you encounter a Greek friend, perhaps ask them about their favorite superstitions. This tiny ball flipped golf history. In the early 1930s, a manager at the Acushnet Company was frustrated with golf balls that didn't roll straight, so he cut one open and found the core was off-center. That simple act led to hiring an MIT engineer who designed the first perfectly balanced ball. In 1935, the Titleist was born. Its precise symmetry gave golfers unprecedented control, and within years it became the gold standard for professionals. Today, Titleist dominates courses worldwide. It all started with curiosity and a razor blade. That tiny white ball changed how the game is played, practiced, and perfected. Proof that small innovations can reshape entire sports. Could this really be true? All gold ever mined fits in 3 pools. Despite its glittering presence in culture and commerce, gold is astonishingly rare. Every ounce ever extracted by humans totals around 187,000 metric tons, enough to fill just 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Most of it sits in vaults, central banks, jewelry, and high-tech electronics. The metal's appeal lies in its unique properties. It doesn't corrode, it's easy to shape, and it's stunning to look at. Ancient civilizations from Egypt to the Inca worshipped it. Modern economies still hoard it. And yet, for all its symbolic weight, gold is surprisingly compact in physical volume. It's a reminder that rarity, not abundance, drives value, and that the treasures we fight over can sometimes fit in a room. You won't believe this amazing frog from Ecuador. This astonishing little creature, known as the glass frog, is turning heads with its unique feature. Its skin is partially transparent. Imagine looking at a frog and being able to see its heart beating and its colorful organs working right beneath the surface. That's exactly what you get with some glass frogs. Found in the lush rainforests of Ecuador, these frogs often have clear skin on their bellies and sometimes even on their backs. This fascinating adaptation serves a couple of purposes. First, it allows them to blend into their surroundings, making it harder for predators like birds or snakes to spot them. It also helps researchers study their biology up close without having to harm them. Glass frogs are not just visually stunning, they also play a significant role in their ecosystem, helping to control insect populations and serve as indicators of environmental health. So the next time you think about frogs, remember the enchanting glass frog and its incredible see-through secrets. Can you guess how often we blink each week? Believe it or not, the average person blinks about 25,000 times a week. That's around 3,600 times a day. Each time you blink, you're not just clearing your eyes, you're also helping keep them moist and protected. Blinking spreads tears across the surface of your eyes, washing away dust and debris that can cause irritation. It's like a tiny built-in windshield wiper for your vision. Though it might seem like a mindless act, blinking is vital for your eye health and vision clarity. Most people blink more often when they're focused on something, like reading or staring at a screen. which is why you might find your eyes feeling dry after long hours in front of a computer. Interestingly, blinking rates can vary based on various factors such as the environment or your emotional state. For example, you might blink less when you're scared or more when you're relaxed. So next time you catch yourself blinking, remember it's more than just a reflex. It's a crucial part of how your eyes work to keep you seeing clearly. Did you know chicken is quite pricey these days? Chicken breasts have become surprisingly expensive, averaging about $13.30 per kilogram. This might raise eyebrows, especially since chicken has long been a go-to source of protein for many families. But why the hike in prices? Several factors are at play. Firstly, the demand for chicken has surged as more people are turning to healthier diets, which often prioritize lean proteins. Additionally, like many other food items, chicken prices are influenced by rising costs in feed, transportation, and labor, especially as global markets fluctuate. The pandemic also caused disruptions in supply chains, making it harder for farms to get their products to market efficiently. Environmental concerns and stricter regulations around farming practices have added more costs as well. Despite the price tag, chicken breasts are a versatile ingredient, perfect for everything from stir-fries to grilling. So while it might be a bit pricier than before, the nutritional benefits and culinary possibilities make it a worthy investment in your meals. Wow! Did you know the first ATM came before the internet? The modern ATM might feel like a product of the digital age, but it was born in 1967, long before smartphones or Wi-Fi. On June 27th of that year, Barclays Bank unveiled the world's first cash machine in London. Its inventor, John Shepherd Barron, was inspired by chocolate vending machines and designed a system that dispensed money using special paper vouchers and chemical pins. Early users inserted these slips to get up to $10, roughly $180 today. Though primitive, the machine revolutionized banking by giving people access to their money 24/7. It paved the way for today's seamless digital payments, card security, and mobile banking. The ATM wasn't just a convenience, it was a leap toward financial independence, automation, and trust in machines. Surprise! Basketball started as a winter classroom game. Back in 1891, Dr. James Naismith, a physical education instructor at Springfield College, found himself in a bit of a pickle. With freezing temperatures keeping his students indoors, he needed a way to keep them active and engaged. So he pulled out a peach basket and a soccer ball, and with a few simple rules, basketball was born. It was a game that encouraged teamwork and skill, making it perfect for a classroom full of energetic young adults. The objective was to get the soccer ball into the peach basket, which was nailed onto a wall, and yes, the first hoop was actually a basket lined with fruit. Over the years, this innovative game grew in popularity, leading to the formation of formal leagues and eventually becoming one of the most watched sports worldwide. Today, basketball is played nearly everywhere, from concrete playgrounds to grand arenas filled with cheering fans. So next time you shoot a hoop, remember the chilly classroom where it all began. Is it really true that one plant covers so much land? It absolutely is. Meet Pando, the astonishing aspen forest in Utah that holds the title for the largest living organism on Earth by area. This incredible grove of quaking aspens isn't just a collection of individual trees. It's actually one single clonal organism rooted in a massive underground network. Pando spans roughly 106 acres, which is equivalent to about 80 football fields. Its trees all share the same genetic identity, sprouting from a common root system, making it a living testament to nature's resilience and interconnectedness. Each tree reaches for the sky with its golden leaves fluttering in the breeze, creating a vibrant display in the fall. What makes Pando even more fascinating is that it's believed to be thousands of years old, with some estimates suggesting it could be up to 80,000 years old. Sadly, like many natural wonders, Pando faces threats from climate change and human activity. Protecting this remarkable organism is crucial, not just for the environment, but for understanding the complex relations within ecosystems. So next time you admire a forest, remember, it could be more than just a bunch of trees. Can you believe a headless chicken lived for 18 months? In 1945, an extraordinary chicken named Mike became famous for his unbelievable story of survival. A farmer in Colorado accidentally beheaded Mike with an axe, but in a bizarre twist of fate, the blade missed his jugular vein and left part of his brainstem intact. This accident allowed Mike to stay alive, astonishing everyone around him. With just his body functioning, Mike continued to eat and drink, and his owner, Lloyd Olson, discovered he could feed him soft foods like corn and milk by just dropping them into his mouth. Mike's unusual situation quickly captured the public's imagination, leading to a traveling show that showcased the headless wonder across the country. People flocked to see him and learn about this strange case of resiliency. Mike's odd journey highlights the wonders of biology and the resilience of life, showing us that nature can sometimes deliver the most unexpected surprises. His tale continues to be a quirky part of agricultural folklore, reminding us just how remarkable life can be, even when it seems impossible. Believe it or not, the Mississippi River is losing its ice. Climate change is significantly affecting our planet, and one intriguing result is the diminishing ice cover on the mighty Mississippi River. Normally, this river experiences freezing temperatures during winter, which creates a beautiful layer of ice. However, due to rising global temperatures, this ice is melting earlier and faster each year. This change isn't just a minor detail, it carries serious implications. With less ice, there's a greater risk of ice jams forming as the river thaws. Ice jams occur when chunks of ice block the river flow, leading to flooding in surrounding areas. If ice continues to vanish, we might see more extreme weather events, impacting both wildlife and local communities. The shifting patterns of seasons that lead to this ice loss can disrupt fish migration and even affect the local economy. Understanding the consequences of climate change on our water systems is crucial for finding ways to adapt and protect the environments we cherish. What will happen next if this trend continues? What if I told you about Crazy Horse Memorial? This stunning project, located in the Black Hills of South Dakota, aims to become the largest sculpture in the world. Carved into the mountain, Crazy Horse Memorial honors the Lakota leader Crazy Horse, who famously resisted the U.S. government's encroachment on Native American land. Started in 1948 by sculptor Korczak Ziolkowski, the work is still ongoing and showcases human determination and artistry. The sculpture will eventually depict Crazy Horse riding a horse and pointing into the distance, symbolizing the Native American spirit and pride. Over the years, it has attracted millions of visitors, inspiring them with its grand vision and cultural significance. While funding and time pose challenges due to the massive scale and complexity of the carving, the project continues thanks to donations and the dedication of the Ziolkowski family. This monumental undertaking reflects not only a tribute to a warrior, but also a continual celebration of Native American heritage. Could you imagine witnessing its completion in your lifetime? Surprisingly, the Great Wall is not one long wall. It's actually a fascinating collection of walls and fortifications, built over many centuries by different Chinese dynasties. While we often imagine the Great Wall as a single, unbroken line snaking across the landscape, the truth is much more intriguing. Each dynasty, from the Qin to the Ming, constructed their own sections, adding unique features and styles along the way. This means that as you walk along the wall, you're actually traveling through time, witnessing the architectural influences and military innovations of various eras. Stretching over 13,000 miles, this incredible structure was primarily built for defense, protecting against invasions from northern tribes. However, it also served as a powerful symbol of unity and strength for the Chinese people. Its sheer scale and historical significance have earned it a spot as one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. So when you think of the Great Wall, remember it's a patchwork of history representing both the resilience and diversity of a nation. Ever seen a mountain that breathes fire? Yanardag, often called the Burning Mountain, is a truly remarkable natural wonder located in Azerbaijan. For over 1,000 years, this site has been continuously alight, thanks to the natural gas escaping from beneath the Earth's surface. Imagine walking up to a mountainside that's literally flaming. The spectacle is not only visually stunning, but also a striking reminder of the Earth's dynamic forces. The flames can reach heights of 10 meters, about 30 feet, flickering and dancing in the air, making it a must-see destination for travelers and adventure seekers alike. The fire usually burns both day and night, drawing curious visitors who want to witness this incredible geological phenomenon. The locals believe it has special powers and significance, making it a part of their rich cultural history. Yanardeg is a living example of how nature can create breathtaking sights that seem almost magical, reminding us of the powerful forces that shape our world. Ever wondered how big Thailand really is? Thailand stretches across an impressive 513,120 square kilometers, making it roughly the size of Texas. This vibrant country is home to over 71.6 million people as of 2024, living in a mix of lively urban centers and quaint rural villages. Picture the bustling streets of Bangkok, the capital, where the energy never seems to stop, filled with street vendors and markets brimming with colorful products and delicious food. Then imagine the tranquil charm of small villages nestled within lush rainforests, where daily life unfolds at a much slower pace. From the vibrant cities to the serene countryside, Thailand offers a fascinating variety of lifestyles. Its rich cultural tapestry, steeped in traditions, festivals, and delicious cuisine, reflects the diversity of its people. Whether you're exploring ancient temples or sipping coffee in a local cafe, the country's blend of natural beauty and cultural experiences is truly captivating. So next time you think of Thailand, remember there's an entire world waiting to be discovered, from its urban jungles to its tranquil landscapes. Curious about Bagan's ancient temples? Bagan, located in the heart of Burma's Mandalay region, is like stepping into a time machine that whisks you back to the splendor of the 9th to 13th centuries. This ancient city is truly a treasure trove, boasting over 2,000 stunning temples and pagodas that rise majestically against the backdrop of a golden sunset. Each structure tells a story, representing a blend of spiritual devotion, architectural brilliance, and historical significance. Imagine wandering through this vast landscape where thousands of ancient buildings dot the horizon, their intricate designs and towering spires captivating the imagination. The most famous of these temples, like Ananda and Damayangi, showcase intricate carvings and breathtaking murals that reveal insights into the culture and beliefs of that era. Today, Bagan is not just a feast for the eyes, but it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing visitors from all over the globe who come to marvel at its beauty and explore its rich history. Whether you're a history buff, an architecture lover, or just someone who enjoys stunning scenery, Bagan is sure to leave you enchanted. You won't believe how the Taj Mahal changes colors. The stunning Taj Mahal in India is not just a masterpiece of architecture, it's also a magical chameleon that transforms with the sunlight. As the day begins, the Taj Mahal greets the world dressed in a soft pink hue, glowing gently in the early morning light. This pretty pink impression occurs as the sun rises, casting warm tones on the white marble that makes the iconic structure so famous. As the sun climbs higher in the sky, the Taj Mahal transitions into a brilliant white, radiating purity and elegance during the day. This bright appearance captivates visitors, making it one of the most photographed monuments in the world. But the magic isn't over yet. When the sun sets, the Taj Mahal takes on a gorgeous golden glow, a sight nearly as enchanting as its moonlit beauty at night. These color changes are all thanks to the unique composition of the marble used in its construction, which reflects light in different ways as the day goes on. So whether you see it in pink, white, or gold, the Taj Mahal is a living artwork that leaves everyone in awe. Did you know dogs can smell your feelings? It's truly amazing how remarkable our canine companions are. Dogs possess an extraordinary sense of smell, which is up to 100,000 times stronger than ours. This incredible ability allows them to pick up on scents in ways we can hardly imagine. But what's even more fascinating is that they can detect our emotions through these scents. When we feel fear, stress, or even happiness, our bodies release specific chemicals, and dogs can sense these changes. For example, a dog may notice the subtle scent of anxiety when you're nervous or the sweet smell of joy when you're excited. This means that your furry friend can become quite the emotional support, tuning into how you feel and often responding in ways that lift your spirits. So next time your dog gives you that knowing look or cuddles up extra close, remember they're not just being affectionate, they're actively sensing your feelings and trying to connect with you on a deeper level. Isn't that incredible? A hidden gem awaits in Bolivia's salt flat. Salar de Uyuni is not just any salt flat, it's the largest in the world and a breathtaking natural wonder. Imagine walking on a vast, glimmering white expanse that seems to stretch on forever, especially during the dry season when the sun casts brilliant light on the salt crust. But wait until rainy season arrives. The landscape transforms into a massive, glittering mirror that reflects the sky, creating a stunning illusion where it's hard to tell where the earth ends and the sky begins. This incredible display draws photographers and adventurers from around the globe, all eager to capture its surreal beauty. Plus, this unique ecosystem is also home to various wildlife, including flamingos, who rely on the salt flats for feeding. The rich cultural heritage of the Aymara and Quechua people also adds to the allure, with traditional practices intertwined with the landscape. From awe-inspiring views to its vibrant ecosystem, Salar de Uyuni is a magical place that offers a little bit of everything: nature, culture, and unforgettable memories. Did you know ducks have super swimmer feet? Ducks are truly remarkable when it comes to their adaptations for life on the water. Their feet are designed like nature's own paddles, featuring beautifully webbed toes that allow them to glide effortlessly through lakes, rivers, and ponds. When they flap their feet, those webs stretch out wide, pushing against the water and giving them extra propulsion. But there's more to their feet than just swimming. Ducks have a unique circulatory system that keeps their feet warm even in icy waters. Blood vessels in their legs are arranged in such a way that warm blood flowing down from their bodies heats up the cooler blood returning from their feet. This clever system helps prevent their toes from getting cold, allowing them to wade into chilly water without discomfort. So the next time you see a duck paddling around, remember that those impressive feet are not just for show. They're perfectly engineered for swimming and staying warm. How cool is that? Discover Prague's thriving cultural scene. This enchanting city is a treasure trove of culture that captivates visitors from around the world. Imagine strolling through cobblestone streets surrounded by stunning architecture and vibrant history. One of the highlights is the classical music concerts held in beautiful venues like the stunning Rudolfinum, where world-class musicians perform. But it's not just music that fills the air. Ancient churches dot the skyline, each telling a story of the past. St. Vitus Cathedral, with its breathtaking stained glass windows, is a must-visit for anyone interested in history or art. For families and those young at heart, traditional puppet shows provide an entertaining glimpse into Czech folklore and creativity. These performances, often set in charming theaters, bring characters to life in delightful ways. With a mix of concerts, awe-inspiring churches, and captivating performances, Prague truly offers something for everyone. What will you explore first? Why do penguins gather in colonies? You might picture solitary penguins waddling along icy landscapes, but surprise! These charming birds are social creatures that thrive in large groups. Known as colonies, these gatherings can number in the thousands, especially during breeding season. Why do they come together in such impressive numbers? It's all about safety in numbers. When they huddle close, they not only keep warm against the biting cold of their environments, but also protect each other from predators. Imagine a cozy crowd where every penguin is snuggled up, conserving heat as they brave chilly winds. These colonies also boost the breeding success of the penguins. With more eyes watching out for hungry seals and birds, individual penguins feel safer when it comes time to raise their chicks. After all, raising a penguin chick is no small feat. It takes a village or colony to ensure that the little ones are fed and protected. So next time you see a group of penguins, remember that they aren't just hanging out. They're working together to survive and thrive in their icy home. Ever heard of the fascinating history of Yugoslavia? For nearly a century, from the end of World War I until the early 1990s, a remarkable nation called Yugoslavia brought together a mix of cultures, languages, and traditions. Comprising 6 republics, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macedonia, Serbia, and Montenegro, Yugoslavia was a melting pot where diverse groups lived together, contributing to a rich tapestry of history and art. The creation of this united state followed the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, aiming to foster peace and cooperation among various ethnicities. While it thrived for decades, Yugoslavia faced significant challenges, particularly in the late 20th century, when rising nationalism and economic troubles led to tensions among its republics. This culminated in a series of conflicts and ultimately the breakup of the country in the early 1990s, resulting in the independence of its republics. Today, the legacy of Yugoslavia lives on not only in the memories of its citizens, but also in the cultural heritage that continues to influence the region. Understanding this complex history reminds us of the importance of unity and cooperation among diverse peoples. Here's a wild fact about avocados. Did you know that this creamy green delight is actually a fruit, not a vegetable? It might come as a surprise, especially since we often see avocados in savory dishes like guacamole or as a topping on toast. But in botanical terms, a fruit is defined as the part of a plant that develops from its flowers and contains seeds. Avocados fit this description perfectly. They grow on tall trees and contain a large pit inside, which is the seed. In fact, avocados belong to a group of fruits called berries, making them cousins to other fruits like blueberries and grapes. This means that while we think of them as part of our vegetable-based diets, they are more closely related to something sweet. The avocado tree, native to central Mexico, can produce fruit for over 100 years, producing a single tree's yield. With their rich, buttery texture and unique flavor, these fruits are not just tasty, they're nutritious too, providing healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. So next time you enjoy an avocado, remember you're indulging in a delicious fruit.